how is liability determined in a New York slip and fall case? Well, there's a few different ways that it's determined. The first question that we always have to show, and this is the most important question because we don't even get to the other questions unless we prove this one, is that the other side, whether it be a business or a homeowner, had a dangerous or defective condition. What does that mean, dangerous or defective? Well, that can mean so many different things. A perfect example, just water on a floor that they didn't warn of, or a broken step, concrete that's lifted on one side on a sidewalk. That's a very common one. Sometimes there's City of Buffalo ordinances, or Syracuse, or Rochester, or New York City ordinances that say, hey, a business has to keep a sidewalk clear and free of any sort of raised concrete. So that's number one. We've got to prove that there is a dangerous or defective condition. Then the number two thing, and this is where it gets really kind of complicated and sometimes folks are like, what the heck, I'm being blamed. The insurance company or the defense on the case is going to try and blame you on the case. So they're going to say it's your fault. They're going to say that you did something unreasonable. Sometimes it makes sense to accept some responsibility, but most of the time it is very important that we don't accept any responsibility because that can have detrimental effects on the case. It can really make things bad. Let me give you an example. So I had this case once where client goes to a gas station. He pulls up to the gas station and opens his car door, steps out as we all do to go and pump some gas, and boom, he goes right up in the air, lands hard on his back, ends up suffering a really serious back injury, and he fell because there was ice right underneath the pump. Did he look when he opened that door and stepped down? No. But was that unreasonable in any way? Well, the insurance company sure argued it was. We were able to show that it wasn't unreasonable. We were able to get full recovery for the guy. He had a lifelong injury. He couldn't have been more happy and told me at the end of the case, hey, I remember when they were blaming me early on. And if I didn't have you, I don't know what would have happened. I probably would have accepted some responsibility for this thing. So that's a perfect example where they're going to try and blame somebody else. Sometimes it makes sense to accept some of the blame. A lot of times it doesn't. It's important that you contact an attorney in that situation because the third prong then is liability in a slip and fall case is what's the injuries as a result of that, okay? And that can get even more tricky. That's for a much longer video in the future. Or a consultation. Quite honestly, you should call an attorney. Actually, call me right now. 716-848-8000. We do this every single day. We're experts in slip and fall cases. Call us right now, 716-848-8000. Cantor, Wolff, Nicastro Hall. We win. It's just that simple.